Alright, this is on a 2011 GMC Acadia. It's 2016 now. So, got about 60,000 miles, time to do a brake job. Back brakes are pretty bad. Already knocked that one off. This is rust on pretty good. So, I hit this up with a little PB blaster. Kind of hit it in the center here. Let that run around the edge. I've done this earlier, so it's sat on there for a while. Obviously, not coming off. Try doing it just with the block, nothing. Notice I did leave the set screw in loose, just so if it did pop off, it's not going to go flying off. You can see nothing's going on. So you have to be careful, because this is the sucky part, because you could totally hit this thing right out of alignment. But the only thing I can do is start knocking it loose. And just make sure to keep rotating it. There you go. Seems harder than it actually is, but I'm telling you, it's all about having heavy weight, good leverage. Pop that set screw off. Boom, you can see all the rust. It's actually on there. Getting closer, you can actually see all that rust that's built up around that hub. And then got this little guy here, a little 3M tool for cleaning up the hubs. Just run this on. Luckily, since this is the front, the axle's attached, so this thing doesn't really spin too much. But you want to make sure you get this all cleaned up real well. You see the inside. And this is the new rotor that's going on. That'll be the new one. Calipers themselves I just have hanging with a string right now. Still decent amount of pad left, but not very much compared to the new pads here. See, a lot bigger. But this is really the culprit. Was back was good, the back outer was good, but the back inner was trashed. I mean, you can see all the way down the groove, scraping on the wear bar. Rotor itself wasn't too bad, but you can see it start grooving up on the inside. So that is why I'm replace back rotors on there. See, back rotors with new pads in, and then replacing the front ones with new pads, new rotors. These are, you can see these are slotted and dimpled. I don't like drilled. I've seen drilled fracture between holes. These are lifetime, warping and cracking. Obviously these probably won't never crack because there's nothing through it to crack. This is a black zinc oxide on the outside to prevent oxidation. This will become shiny once pads adhere to it. Got my new little kit here of hardware components. So I'll pop the old stuff off, re-grease the slides, using some of that for the slide grease, and using some of that for the pad. I know some people don't like this. I've never had an issue with it. I also like to always use a big jar of anti-seize. Well, not massive, but good enough for what I need. This would last me probably most of my life. I always do all the bolts, and I also do around the rotor, or around the hub I should say, rotor and hub. And I usually shoot the backside with a little, like, at least lubricating. You need to make sure if you're doing it on a Acadia, the back is a drum, and then here it's drum for the parking brake. So you need to make sure you don't get any of this or the anti-seize stuff that on the inside of that rotor, or else your parking brake's not going to work. So I'll clean this up, take this off, get that all cleaned up, and we'll get my new brakes on. Thanks, guys.